Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path.
Good morning. We are in Psalm 109, reflecting and reading through the Psalms. Psalm 109, according to the superscription there, it says a Psalm of David. This is not the nicest psalm that we ever read. Some scholars have actually titled it the most terrible psalm because of all of the curses that are found in it. In fact, some of the medieval monks actually hired themselves out to recite this against private enemies. So not the nicest psalm at all. Of course, as a psalm of David, who is he cursing? Well, there's many guesses. He could have been talking about Saul or Doeg or Ahithophel. We'll consider today maybe it was Shimei. I personally like to think that. So to set the stage for this psalm, Psalm 109, again, let's set the stage, read before we get into the psalm. Let's read 2 Samuel 16, verses 5 through 13. Verse 5, when King David came to Bahurim, there came out a man of the family of the house of Saul, whose name was Shimei, the son of Gera. And as he came, he cursed continually. And he threw stones at David and at all the servants of King David. And all the people and all the mighty men were on his right hand and on his left. And Shimei said as he cursed, get out, you man of blood, you worthless man. The Lord has avenged on you all the blood of the house of Saul, in whose place you have reigned, and the Lord has given the kingdom into the hand of your son Absalom. See, your evil is on you, for you are a man of blood. David could not have liked this very much at all. His right-hand man, Abishai, who was a commander of the king's army, he wanted to take off Shimei's head, but David wouldn't allow it at that time. But again, if this psalm was perchance written about Shimei, maybe David actually wanted to, but he didn't allow it at that time. But he didn't forget about it either. Before David died, he instructed his son Solomon on some unfinished business that he had. Let's read that real quick. 1 Kings 2, 8 through 9. There's also with you Shimei, the son of Gera, the Benjaminite from Bahurim, who cursed me with a grievous curse on the day when I went to Mahanaim. But when he came down to meet me at the Jordan, I swore to him by the Lord, saying, I will not put you to death with the sword. Now, therefore, do not hold him guiltless, for you are a wise man. You will know what you ought to do with him, and you shall bring his gray head down with blood to Sheol. So, as we do read through this, try to picture this situation with David and with Shimei. Or any of his enemies. He's pronouncing, again, all sorts of curses against this enemy. So consider his prayer for punishment on those who have done him wrong. And then at the end, consider his prayer for deliverance and this promise of thanksgiving. So let's read the psalm, Psalm 109. Be not silent, O God of my praise, for wicked and deceitful mouths are opened against me, speaking against me with lying tongues. They encircle me with words of hate and attack me without cause. In return for my love, they accuse me, but I give myself to prayer. So they reward me evil for good and hatred for my love. Appoint a wicked man against him. Let an accuser stand at his right hand. When he is tried, let him come forth guilty. Let his prayer be counted as sin. May his days be few. May another take his office. May his children be fatherless, and his wife a widow. May his children wander about and beg, seeking food far from the ruins they inhabit. May the creditor seize all that he has. May strangers plunder the fruits of his toil. Let there be none to extend kindness to him, nor any to pity his fatherless children. May his posterity be cut off. May his name be blotted out in the second generation. May the iniquity of his fathers be remembered before the Lord, and let not the sin of his mother be blotted out. Let them be before the Lord continually, that he may cut off the memory of them from the earth. For he did not remember to show kindness, but pursued the poor and needy and the brokenhearted to put them to death. He loved to curse. Let curses come upon him. He did not delight in blessing. May it be far from him. He clothed himself with cursing as his coat. May it soak into his body like water, like oil into his bones. May it be like a garment that he wraps around him, like a belt that he puts on every day. May this be the reward of my accusers from the Lord, of those who speak evil against my life. But you, O God, my Lord, deal on my behalf for your name's sake, because your steadfast love is good. Deliver me, for I am poor and needy, and my heart is stricken within me. I am gone like a shadow at evening. I am shaken off like a locust. My knees are weak through fasting. My body has become gaunt with no fat. I am an object of scorn to my accusers. When they see me, they wag their heads. Help me, O Lord my God. Save me according to your steadfast love. Let them know that this is your hand. You, O Lord, have done it. Let them curse, but you will bless. They arise and are put to shame, but your servant will be glad. May my accusers be clothed with dishonor. May they be wrapped in their own shame as in a cloak. With my mouth I will give great thanks to the Lord. I will praise him in the midst of the throne, for he stands at the right hand of the needy one, to save him from those who condemn his soul to death. So just one big takeaway here. Let's consider verses 6 and 31. So verse 6, there at the right hand of the tormentor, of this evil one, stands an adversary, which is another title of Satan. So at the right hand of the tormentor is Satan as the accuser. But then in verse 31, at the right hand of the tormented, at the man of God, David, at his right hand is God as his vindicator. And I sure know which side I'd rather be on. So let's be like the psalmist here. Let's pour our heart out to God and let him avenge wrongs against us. And let us praise him. Let us praise him and thank him for deliverance that he surely does give. Thank you so much. Hope you gained something from this short study. Go have a great day.